Hello and welcome to another game of Fury of Dracula. We have a different setup, which is interesting. Think I will, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I think I'll do the Amsterdam thing. That seems good. Wait, no, I wanted to do the Ireland trick at some point. So I will do the Ireland trick at some point. Partly for fun. I think the key to doing the Ireland trick is you got to go to the sea before they know where you are. So I move, then I hide. Do I move and then misdirect? I guess I misdirect my starting location? Yeah, in order to avoid the newspaper reports. And then I actually go into the UK. Yeah. And we'll hide and throw down the misdirect. We'll misdirect and then throw down the hide. Sister Agatha, that'll make a early attack on Van Helsing, less than ideal. We saw local rumors early, which is good. And an evil presence early, that's gonna be good. We want to see those now and not when we're next to Van Helsing. Yeah, we'll misdirect and hide. I think we'll use the bats. That will give a lot of protection to that vampire. I've been excited that Advanced Wars by Web has come out. Or not Advanced Wars by Web, Advanced Wars Reboot Camp. I've actually never done Advanced Wars before, whether it's by Web or anything, although I have watched it. And yeah, excited to discover this genre. I wish the multiplayer was better. But such is how it goes. It's not really anything like Fury of Dracula, but back in my younger years, when I was a young Morris, I played a lot of Command and Conquer. Big fan of that. And Advanced Wars has kind of the same vibe. The original Command and Conquer. The Tiberium Sun I did not like, because I'm like, what's this weird space sci-fi future stuff? Original Command and Conquer was mostly grounded in reality, with just one or two things that were like, oh, maybe this technology is discovered. You know, in Mill Sims, there was always like one or two units that were sort of crazy, weird things, because it's like, what does the military have that we don't know about? And so let's throw in like one or two units that are some tech that we don't know is on the battlefield, but might be. But later, Command & Conquer just went crazy with that, of all this weird future stuff. I'm like, I just want a modern military strategy game, which eventually we got with Command & Conquer Generals. Okay, you're gonna find Ireland. It is actually one of the good things to do with hired scouts. If he does, I think we then move to 23. Oh, he didn't. Well, it's all academic then. Now, do I have any good... The question was if I have any good protection cards. Anyway, so that's why I'm excited about Advance Wars. Was not happy about Dredge. Played that, and I was expecting, you know, a difficult scavenging game of creeping dread and desperate risks, and there's no reason to take risks in that game. No creeping dread, no risk at all, and it's basically a collectathon with eldritch hintings and plot. And with no risk, there's literally no reason to play any of the mini games or use any of the skill effects to play well at the game, because playing well at the game saves you time, and there's no punishment for wasting time. So it's not even like actually a game. But it looks very cool. So, yeah. Other game really excited about is Survival Fountain of Youth. I think I'm going to wait a little longer before playing that more, though, to get more content and such. He will probably be a bit confused by this move. Though this hints that I'm in the Irish Sea. Or that I started in Ireland. Now, what we want to do is actually go to 52, and we hope that Van Helsing moves into our space. And we get into a one-on-one fight with him, and then we're basically fighting him away from my vampire. Okay, yeah, we're gonna... Although I can't imagine he's gonna do that move. You have to really be sure about this, but no, he's gonna supply... I may regret not having my misdirect, because I may need it in here to backtrack to avoid running into Van Helsing. There are ways to trap Dracula a little bit. Part of the reason I like this is that the chances of him getting a fully loaded Consecrated Ground is very low at this point in the game. And so, this is well, it's a good thing to do. Or it is a legitimate strategy. It's a sort of a variation on a second edition strategy, but that involved an alpha strike. That involved moving into a hunter's space on the very first turn. The hunter that was alone in UK and trying to kill them, because usually it was Mina. And part of the reason for that is that you were trying to basically get the bite kill on Mina. Although it's tricky, because in second edition, Mina had Godalming's ability to draw 2 items. And part of the reason they gave that ability to Mina was so that an alpha strike against her wasn't very strong. But in this game, because of how the day-night cycle works, moving into a hunter's space means you always are going to be fighting at day. In second edition, it was like you'd have 3 days of night and 3 days of day, and then 3 days of night and 3 days of day. And so in that, sometimes you wouldn't attack on the first turn, you'd wait until the first night phase and then attack Mina. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I will throw down... I'm actually gonna throw down the dogs. Yeah. Because then I think I'm gonna throw down the Sisgani, and he has a good mature effect. Or maybe I'll go Desecrated Soil. And the thing is, these dogs are going to be pulled off the trail, and so I'd rather have something with a bad mature effect go off the trail. behind the veil. Well, there goes my fug. I hardly knew ye. Oh, 2 desecrated soils. I feel pretty good. Now, I think I'm going to move and throw down the Cisgani Bodyguard. There's a chance I can combo damaging events on Van Helsing, which would be nice. A Mechless Vampire. Alright, scouts. Okay, he may find me here. It's fine if he does. I actually want him to move into my space. That would be good. And then we try to play the game well. Yeah, starting in Ireland. Yeah, it's a thing noobs do a lot, but that doesn't make it bad. Oh, bad choice with Cagliari. It was literally actually impossible for me to be in Cagliari. Oh, he should have checked both. Yeah, no, he checked the one and not the other. Oh, that feels so bad. And he's not going to think I'm in Ireland. Oh, that feels so bad. Yeah, you got to check both if the trail looks like this. And that's why the misdirecting was a good move. I don't think I want to do like a wolf form obfuscation. Again, him finding me is not really that bad. We're actually playing sort of... This is kind of an aggressive Dracula. If you want to do an aggressive start, this is the way to do it. Especially if it's Van Helsing who starts here and not Seward. Because Van Helsing's much weaker than Seward for 2 reasons. He has 1 fewer HP, which is actually huge. And, Seward has the extra item, and of course, Seward recovers faster. Yes, those 2 reasons that I just listed. Ha ha ha. Okay. No newspaper reports. You hate to see it. I kind of want to throw down a Reckless Vampire now. That seems kind of good. Go to 35, throw down a Reckless Vampire for the defense, but I don't know. I'm not really scared yet. Well, I'm a little scared right now, because I'm throwing Heavenly Host in 35 would actually be quite bad. It wouldn't be that bad. It would be quite bad. You know, we would probably feed in place at that point, and then just have to face Van Helsing alone, and then eventually have to, like, well, we would misdirect 52 and then walk that way, depending on how tough Van Helsing is. Or, you know, how much we can smack him up. Mystic Research. Ooh. Who's discarded? Enrage, Seduction, and Darkness Returns. Well, that's a bad card, a mediocre card, and a really good card. Yeah, I'm kind of warming up to Enraged. Enraged has value in the sense that it helps you in the worst situation, which is combat. That's the worst thing you want to get into is Dracula, so a card that helps you with that makes sense. It making it where you can't escape is pretty bad, but as a sort of oh no situation, it's good. It doesn't do you any good against a group of hunters. If it did, I think it would be higher. Or if it was more helpful against a group. If it had the text of like, and only this hunter's card is resolved this round. You know, something like that. That would make sense. Okay, let's go to Manchester. Let's do Desecrated Soil. I don't think you're gonna find me. I somehow doubt it. I don't think I want to use a spy. I think spies are better in regions that don't have a lot of big cities, so that them discarding an item is more destructive. We'll get this, so that's nice. Which means the bats will be wasted, which is a little unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Ooh! Oh, you hate to see it. But, what are you gonna do? Well, he's doing the right thing. He's supplying up. He's like, okay, I can't stop this from maturing. It's gonna mature. Ooh. Oh. Well, that's fine. This is fine. If he consecrated nukes me, well done. A partial nuking, still not going to be that bad because we can misdirect here, move here, and then by then this will have cleared all those ocean spaces. We can actually escape to the Irish Sea. If he has all four, then, you know, that's on me. Chances of him getting all four in week one, I don't know what the odds are of that. And him getting Consecrated Ground, it feels low to me, personally. Although, given the deck, I guess he did burn through the whole deck. Yeah, he might get me here. I may be a dead duck. A dead drac. Well, I'll be a dead duck if I'm in the water, I guess. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I thought for sure with, what was it? 2 of the reveal cards being gone that it wouldn't come out, but, you know, there's a lot of those. He's still doing rail tickets as if he doesn't have Consecrated Ground, so... Okay. Well, that makes me a happy Morris. We'll go up on here to Edinburgh. We will throw down a Reckless Vampire. Actually, a Spy for defense. Spy is better defense. I'm going to do the Spy for defense. Promote to a lair. No, give me the points. Gimme, gimme. Alright. So, do you want to fight? Hopefully my Spy will protect me. He does have Sister Agatha, which will be scary. Here, Desecrated soil. Yeah, it's an interesting choice with Van Helsing on what he does here. He probably might let this mature. Well, no. He may think that I threw a vampire here because it's the one that didn't clear here. I kind of want to hide. Throw down like a bodyguard, and then I have the spy, which I trigger first. He discards the weapon to keep it from triggering, and then the bodyguard hits him for 4 damage. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, now this actually might be overcommitting, because I can theoretically go to the South Atlantic. You definitely, I think, want to commit 2 people to Europe, but you want to hold 2 in reserve. That, I think, is what I would do if I were in his shoes. But then again, I don't know what he has, so... Okay, alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to hide. I'm going to let him know where I am. Now, if Mina has excellent weather, that could be a little scary, and I might get into a 1v2. Why is he doing... Is he doing this to try to clear my trail, I guess? I don't need to go to sea yet. So I won't. I'm gonna hide. And yeah, bodyguards. I have all of these human people to protect me. Throw down a... No, not enough face-up location. And he knows where all of these are. No, I'm not gonna waste a rumor token. Not unless it's a vampire. Unless there's an actual threat of me getting something out of it. Renewed Vigor, with an excellent weather, to jump on me excessively. Could be good. Could be quite good. Probably a speedy telegraph. Not really a reason to use that now, because he knows where I am. Man, I feel bad for him not getting... He should have been able to find me with the Ireland thing. And he thought checking 1 was enough. Though he did eventually find me with supplying, which further illustrates why that trick is so good. Of just staying in place and supplying and understanding the power of the events. What? Okay, that... I don't understand that move. If you're wanting to position, I mean, I guess that's closer to my possible locations, but I would still just supply. Maybe he really just had a really good hand and he doesn't want to risk it. And I'll let you search that out. Okay, yeah, now we go to sea. Also want to wolf form to 33, but I really don't think I want to. I need to re-obfuscate and fast. Okay, you got a gun? Surely you have a weapon. Yeah, okay. So, how crazy would it be for me to stick around? I think I can discard that gun and do crazy damage to Van Helsing. Oh, don't try this at home, kids. Like, he's gonna think I have fog, right? So how Godalming moved, it makes me think he doesn't have excellent weather, so I'm not really worried about that rare circumstance of this becoming a 1v3. Uh-oh. You can have Mina go first? So I think if Mina does go first, I think I still do the combo on her. Because then I'll know what her hand is, and I'll know one of Van Helsing's cards. And so that'll be useful. What? You mean to play Renewed Vigor and play an Excellent Weather here? Okay. That's a good move. Hey, Van Helsing, come here. Have cookies. No, not Van Helsing. I'll still do this combo. Okay, he's discarding. And you still have a gun. Okay, that wasn't that good. That'd be way better against Van Helsing. But it still feels good. Okay. Of course, the delay is not going to do much because she's just going to lose a night action. What do I do here? I have... Oh, she has nothing. Ooh. Okay. He's got 2 cards, one of which is a pedestal. I kind of want to plot against me now, though I'm pretty sure she's just gonna, like, punch? So let's... Ooh, I also kind of want to do Fangs. Of course, Fangs won't heal me, and then I'll take the 2 damage, and so it'll actually be quite bad. Let's do Strength against Van Helsing. That seems like a pretty reasonable play. He might do the pistol. He's probably going to do Heavenly Host. Yeah. But I still get him within the 4 damage killable range. So that's good. If I were to guess Mina's running away here, given that she has nothing in her hand. But maybe she's punching. Oh, look at that. Okay. So he's got a gun. Of course, if I can kill both of these people, they'll die, or I'll win, but, yes, if I kill both of these people, they'll die. Plotting against Mina is not the worst move, although I would imagine that she's running away. I'm actually going to mesmerize against Mina. I think I have a half-decent chance of killing her. Because she punched, so this mesmerize will go off. If it's dodge, I actually guarantee it here. Okay, it's escape. So do I just fang twice? Is that the right play? Yeah, I think I fang twice. Do I have two fangs? So he has dodge and he has punch. If I have two fangs, I just win. I think I'm gonna go claws, because claws against punch is really good. And if he dodges... Yeah, okay. Yeah, if he okay, well, he didn't dodge. So now, you know, this is going to get me down to 9. But now I can fangs and then do literally anything, and I actually guarantee the kill. Which is nice. Now I could escape. I think I actually want the points. Yeah. What did he just do? He just did punch. So we'll try fangs just to do it. Now we won't get the healing because of Sister Agatha. We actually get an extra point out of this because you get an extra point for successfully fanging, which is nice. We'll stay at the 9 HP, but yeah. We got the sort of Thunderdome going on. Now, unfortunately, that delayed status remains, which I think is kind of dumb, personally. And then, if he is not careful, we actually stick around and try to kill Van Helsing. We Dark Call and try to kill him, I think is a thing that we do. Or we misdirect Manchester. I don't know about that. So yeah, you know, in my interview with NATO, sometimes you can go aggressive, and it works. And yeah, I'm going to be aggressive now. Although after the first week, you don't have a plan. You know, my first week was going to the UK. And then once that happened, who knows what was going to happen. It turned out that circumstances came into such a way that I could be aggressive, and so I'm going to be. Okay, he's resting, which is what you should do. Problem is, I have to Dark Call. And I really don't wanna... he's at 5? And he can just leave and go to Manchester. And it's not like I have a killing him card in Manchester. So I'm just gonna leave. Yeah. Because he's at 5, and once he's at 5, it's kind of a fool's errand at that point. He already used his Heavenly Host, so I'm pretty sure this Manchester card is gonna mature, which will be nice. Yep. And here comes Rufus Smith. Do I have fog? I'm not sure. Okay, I have an alternate path to victory. We wolf form. We throw down the reckless vampire. And we try to win via bites. I don't really love that strategy. In fact, personally, I kind of hate it. But could be good. How many reckless vampires do I have right now? Because I should actually be spamming those suckers. Do I move and then wolf form? I really don't like that idea because moving is actually going to move me towards Mina, and I really don't want to do that. I'm going to make you waste the action because you're injured. Edinburgh? Ooh. Ooh, Edinburgh, maybe. Do I go back into... Ooh. Do I misdirect Edinburgh and then wolf form and make him think I'm over here? I'd have to dark call, which I really hate that I would have to do that. Yeah, at this low health. Yeah, but it would be a 1v1. I mean, I can take a 1v1, can I? No, because he's just... Well, he's going to search here. Okay, what do I got? More reckless vampires. I'm going to lose the aristocratics, because I don't need those. And I'm going to lose... Well, no. Actually, I'm going to hold on to the rats, believe it or not. And I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to lose one of the new vampires. I like the desecrated soil because it can get me more encounters, and theoretically I can get to my next fog that way. I should misdirect Edinburgh. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, not Edinburgh. Liverpool. Why can't I misdirect Edinburgh? Oh, it's because it's associated with Hyde. Okay, that makes that a little worse than I had thought. Do I move again? Do I wolf form now? I'm gonna wolf form now. Yeah. I don't think Godalming can get to me here. Again, we're gonna try for recklesses to win it for us. And he has a chance of getting rid of this. He could day supply and then search. He could get the Heavenly Host that way. But I think there's a good chance we get that healing, which I am all about. So yeah, this is kind of exactly how you want a aggressive game to go. It's going to be quick either way. I mean, I'm low health and I'm high influence. That's just how it goes. The Rufus Smith play was good, very good. Definitely made it where I didn't want to go here, and now he knows of quite a few places where I am. But yeah, I couldn't misdirect Edinburgh because it was associated with Hyde. He's not moving. Fascinating. If I didn't have Hyde, of course, the really good thing to do would be to hide here and throw down the vampires and be like, "Come at me. This is the fight. Me and my 3 vampires." But we're gonna have to spread them out. We cannot hide. The authorities are on to our shenanigans. We do not have the time. to avoid authorities and set up hidden lairs and such. So yeah, that's the spy bodyguard combo. Of course, I ended up killing her with something else, with a bite result. But her being so vulnerable, or her not having a whole lot of stuff, sort of caused by having to discard things. Spies, good cards, man. Very good cards. And I hope we'll be seeing more of that combo in the future, because I had thought of it, and I've set it up a couple times. I've never been able to pull it off. You know, sometimes it's just the hunters don't move into the space, and then it's like, okay, I matured either a bodyguard or a spy, whichever one was on hide, or whichever one was on the location. What's nice is you can do it either way. Okay, we'll get some healing. Some desperately, desperately needed healing. Yeah, definitely want a night supply if there ever was a time. But he did mystic research. Ooh, great strength. Right? That was great strength. Did mine eyes not deceive me? Promote Manchester to a lair. No. Gimme, gimme. Ooh, bats. That's quite good. Mina had great strength, right? Wish I could click on this. Oh well. So, I can't get nuked with Consecrated Ground now. Consecrated Ground would be annoying. Wouldn't be that annoying? Oh well, I'm pretty sure I saw great strength. That actually provides him a decent amount of information. Oh, trading horses and such. Some such. I'm scared to go to 44 because it's a nukeable zone. But he has used a Heavenly Host. Oh, but it's been shuffled. Thing is, I don't think he'll know I'm here. I think he thinks I'm here right now. And maybe he's going to Consecrate Ground, nuke that area, which will reveal my location because it involves hitting 41. And then I'll just move, and then he wasted the most powerful card in the game on just revealing my location, which, sure, revealing my location is bad, and it's forced me to move in not into this space, which I kind of want to do right now. But yeah, that wouldn't be so bad. Now, moving in here, I don't think he'll know I'm there when he pulls off the Consecrated Ground nuke. And I'm not convinced he has all of his Heavenly Hosts, because he just used one. Now, 3 Heavenly Hosts is still cataclysmic, because it forced me back here, and all they have to do is put Godalming and Seward here in 7, and then I just walk back and die. And that effectively, that's still really good. Yeah, great strength. Good to know. Still supplying, makes sense. Don't want dogs at this point in the game. Dogs would have really helped her in the fight against Dracula. Well, I guess not. See, that's actually the thing. You discard the dogs, and then it's like, okay, it's the same as discarding a weapon, essentially, because you're discarding an item. I want to obfuscate. I'm going to go here. Now, sure, you may think, Quincy, how's that obfuscating? You're going to a high-traffic zone. Yeah, but I'm going into zones with lots of adjacency. From Edinburgh to a lair. I will. Ooh, fog. And I'll throw down the rats. I'm not near any high health characters, and who knows, maybe Van Helsing will blunder into a location. I'm going to do this just for fun. That probably won't matter. Technically, I should put this on new vampires, actually, so that if he does Vampire Lair, it will still win. Okay, Renewed Vigor. Okay. This could be our doom. We've moved a lot. Hopefully he moves into the reckless vampires and I can get me some points. That would be the ideal circumstance. I have 2 reckless vampires. I have 1 of 30, 1 of 41. Right? Yeah. Nuremberg and what's the ocean? Leaps in. Yes, definitely ambushing. Yeah, I think I 2v1 here, so it all comes down to this. Speedy Telegraph's not in play, right? You did Rufus Smith, so I don't have to worry about Sister Agatha. Of course, if they both jump on me... Well, I have 9 health. 9 health is not nothing. 9 health is, in fact, a number higher than nothing. With 9 health and a 2v1, especially in week 3, you can survive that as Dracula from time to time. No fangs, but Mesmerize is also quite good here. And it's a good thing I didn't draw fangs. Of course, knife is still just really good. A hit from a mesmerized knife still makes it so that the knife will kill. Mesmerize, interestingly enough, has a lot more effect on guns, which actually makes sense, since Mesmerize is kind of a long-range attack. When you're mesmerized, you can't really, you know, aim from a distance. But if you're wildly and blindly flailing a knife... Yeah, okay, well, I don't have any of the stuff that I want. But maybe he dodges. Maybe he thinks, oh, he's going to fang attack, and I don't want to give him the points. I'm going to dodge. But he's probably just running away. Ooh. Okay. Fascinating. Alright, well, hey. Better the vampire than Dracula. Okay. I would assume he thinks I'm in 60. Although checking 38, there's a lot of value in that because it sort of cuts off the side of the board. He also might think I'm in 44. He's not going to check 51 because Seward can be in that area. Yeah, I don't know if Renewed Vigor was quite right just yet. But hey, look at that. He found me. So, yeah. We know he has a knife. So, good guessing on his part. And it means that Renewed Vigor was the right play. Now, I don't think ambushing New Vampire against Mina will, or against Seward will break the game because Speedy Telegraph is not in play. And I will be pretty salty if it does break the game because this has been a pretty epic game and I don't know who's going to win. I'll do Claws. Because he has Knife, now that I think about it, and also because Claws is just as good as Fangs in this circumstance because the New Vampire is at full health. So we're not very worried. Godalming only has a knife, and we know he has a knife, which makes him not actually that scary at all. Now Seward, on the other hand, can kick us 3 ways from Sunday, so we need to be very scared of him. Now, if we bite Godalming, we don't win, and that's actually important to know. So, I'm trying to think if he can get to us if he doesn't have horses. If he has horses, it's easy. Horse, rail. Maybe he has 2 white ones, and he's trying to decide if he wants to do that. Although, to just try to get the 2, move to one of these other locations and walk in. Maybe he has chartered carriage? Well, chartered carriage, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he spends the other action. Maybe he's trying to decide if he wants to supply before or after. That could be interesting. I don't know. Oh, and we should remember that they have great strength. Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is going to be pretty rough. We're going to want to try to break that knife. And then at that point, it sort of effectively becomes a 1v1. Yeah, it's a 1v1 against the strongest hunter in the game. But yeah, then we just have to sort of try to survive against Seward for an amount of time. Yeah, the problem is with great strength, we really can't beat any of them. That does not... Oh. Dude. You could have made it. If you had horsed and then railed, you could have made it. Oh, that feels bad. Feels bad, man. Oh, now I have a 1v1 against Van Helsing, or against Godalming when he only has... Oh, no, not like this. I don't want to win like this. I mean, sure, I want to win because of the tournament. But... Oh, he could have moved and then railed. He could have horsed and then railed, I mean. Right, because the horse move is a normal move, and then you could have done the rail move. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. That seems like a fair use of this. The game is going to end very shortly, and getting Van Helsing into position now makes a lot of sense. Now he's much closer. And do we really think the game is going to go on long enough that excellent weather might come into play another time? It seems unlikely. But the question is, how do I get my other 2 points? Do I try to kill Godalming when he has great strength? That seems pretty hard to do. I mean, he's at 9 health. There's basically no way to pull it off. I'm at 9 health. We're both at 9 health. Even fight. Ha ha ha. We, of course, don't want to remind him that we know he has great strength. Okay, no planned ambush heroic leap. That could have been quite bad. And Sister Agatha is no longer in play. Spiritual attrition and all that. Which the Bible does talk about vaguely. People will refer to the Michael having to fight the Prince of Persia, and thus not being able to get to, was it Paul, I think, at the time, or was it Peter? I forget. Well, this is not the circumstance we want, so we're going to go plotting, and we're going to get knifed. Now, plotting is pretty good. This may allow us to pull off a bite, which will give us a point. Oh, we're just going to run away. Well, whew. Okay. That could have been worse for us, but it's understandable. Yeah, because now it's like, okay, do I think that we'll be able to get him? Now, does he... I don't think he still has night supply options, but it may be where I would actually consider risking it if I was him. Although, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Which means there's 11? Oh, yeah. Technically, yeah, it's the third. No, I would have night supplied there, actually. I would have risked it. Got to get the items so that the next turn he can move, and he's not just going around with a horse and a knife that I know about. You know, he draws 2, he discards 1. Ooh, maybe he discarded the knife. I mean, probably he didn't, but it's technically obfuscated. I mean, maybe he drew 2 heavenly hosts and he wants to hold on to that. Um, Now, I could go to 57 and use Fog. Before I make that decision, I should see... Does Godalming have any events? And I can't click on Godalming, so that's unfortunate. But I think going to 57 and throwing down bats makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna do that. Because I don't think the other people can get to me in time. And if Godalming gets to me, well, I'll just hit him in the face with bats. And again, this vampire they need to deal with. They can't just ignore that. Now another Renewed Vigor here wouldn't be that bad. Because Seward doesn't have his horses anymore. And if Godalming marches in, we actually hit him with the bats, and then that action immediately triggers, and we send him back. Now, Van Helsing, unfortunately, might have, say, Surprising Return, or a Sense of Emergency. But I think he's been able to heal since his problem, so the damage isn't going to be a problem to him. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe he has a combo he can pull off with Renewed Vigor, but I'm not that scared by it. Because again, Seward lost his horses. Okay, yeah. See, that's the okay. This is now going to be a little bit of a problem. If he had done it the other way, which of course he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have done it the other way. He didn't. Now he's going to come in fully loaded for bear. Well, with 2 items, I guess not fully loaded for bear. But we'll do this. But it's not going to help me. He may have sense of emergency. If he does, man, I don't think I can get out of this, even with 9 health. It do not seem that good, though. Okay, drawing a card. Then you use sense of emergency. Can't get to me with chartered carriage. Yeah. Oh, you hate to see it. Wow. Well done. Okay, this is gonna be a rough fight. But I think he's still down an item. Theoretically. Oh no, he'll be able to get to me too. Oh, it's all going pear-shaped. Oh no. Ah, everything. Oh, calamitous situation. You didn't click that right. You clicked on the wrong location. You should have gone to 38. Does he think he can beat me with these two? Maybe he's using Heroic Leap? I don't know if Heroic Leap is the right play. Use Heroic Leap, I'm just going to move and throw down Fog. Although I guess that's just forestalling the inevitable. Actually, maybe I should go to 53, because I should go to Castle Dracula if I can. I don't think you can get to me. Yeah, I don't. 1, 2, 3. No, but she already used the special action, so she can't quite get to me with the chartered carriage. Then well, hold on. Can you chartered carriage and then horse? I'm always confused whether or not the game treats chartered carriage as a special action or a move action. I think it treats it as a special action. Yeah. Okay. Oh, planned ambush, heroic leap. No, probably an escape route, which you chose not to use. Okay. Now, there's no Sister Agatha in play. Oh, no. Okay, so they both have 2 items. I am tempted to bite attack Seward for a couple reasons. 1, bite trades damage with guns. 2, when Sister Agatha is not in play. And 2, we haven't seen those other heavenly hosts. Who do we think that it's on? Maybe Seward. Do I have a Fangs? I do. Oh, but I could also Strength Godalming. No, Strength this is too good. I gotta break that knife. I'm Strengthening Godalming. I gotta try to break that early, and maybe he plays Heavenly Host on me, and that's bad, but what are the odds? Okay. That's pretty good for the hunters. That's exactly what he should have done. He's baiting it out. Okay, yeah. Nah, I should have done the other thing. I overthought it. Wah. And I can't try to win a combat attrition fight. There's no way. Yeah, they're gonna kill me next turn if I can't do something. I guess mesmerizing Godalming is a pretty good move. Do I have a mesmerize? I don't. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead, so I'm gonna just sort of swing for the fence and go Fangs on Seward, which is a horrible move, but Fangs at least theoretically heals, but yeah, I think I'm dead here. Yeah, that's gonna be it, because he would have fanged. Well, it was very close, very action-packed, but in the end, the forces of good triumph over the forces of evil, which I like to see. Although it does do bad things for my win rate. Man, Americans really good at playing hunters. We just have a really high win rate for the hunters. And well done to Strider. The renewed vigor in the end was absolutely the correct move because of the surprising return. And I had the means to win there, but I was outsmarted by Strider. And yeah, because let's say that he did go knife, like I was predicting, and I break the knife. Then I'm 3 hit points, no, 2 hit points healthier. Well, I still have the same amount of hit points at the end, but the most that it would have been better. It would have been better. It would have been not a necessarily final thing. Yeah, it was very close. Indeed. Yeah, what was that, 11? I'll ask him afterwards. I have it recorded. I wouldn't necessarily have won if I had broken the knife. It just would have been a much better circumstance for me. But I obviously, in hindsight, should have gone for biting the Heavenly Host. And in hindsight, it's very easy to be like, oh, I should have done this in hindsight for combat. And so you want to try to avoid doing that too much. If you're doing a hindsight analysis, you sort of need to be thinking of it of like, okay, if I had done something different and then he did the worst thing that it was possible for him to have played, would it have been still good for me to have done that? That's how you want to sort of do a hindsight analysis. And the thing is, if I had gone Fangs and he had ended up going Crucifix or Knife or any of the other bad things that hurt Fangs, you know, it would have been a similarly calamitous situation for me. 12 influence? No, I think it was 11. Thought it was 11? I'll check. Alright, well, whatever it was, however much influence I have, I hope you have. Godspeed.